welcome to my new channel, Brits Farming in Canada. We are going to document our journey in Canada from coming over we came over in September of 2024, and we are hoping to eventually get permanent residency. So right now we are working on a ranch up in the Big Lakes County, which is about 4 hours out of Edmonton to the west, or an hour and a half east of Grand Prairie. So we came over at the end of September. The weather was still good when we first came over, but it soon turned to winter. So I am going to follow this video up with a few photos from our beginning part of the trials, but I'm hoping then to be putting on lots more videos and answering any of your questions that I can. But yeah, hope you enjoy it. So in the August before we left, we said goodbye to our favourite cows, the herd that we'd built up over the years, and the last lot of lambs went off to the auction to be sold. I said goodbye to my favourite Phoebe and Jemima goat. We also said goodbye to our friends with our leaving party. Took the dogs for the last walk before they boarded the plane, and then we were all on our way to Canada. We had a long, boring wait in immigration. Then we boarded from Toronto to Edmonton with the dogs following behind us in Air Canada. And the first view of our new home. The dogs and cat arrived a few hours after we landed. The coming days, we explored the area and got used to the farm. So, and the cows that we were working at, we saw some of the local wildlife. So there's beavers and deer and moose, but no bears yet. We also got treated to a light show as well not long after we landed, which were absolutely spectacular. One of our first jobs was to get the yearling cows back down to the main ranch in Nanton. So we got those all loaded up. And this is kind of just before winter hit, and then we got proper snow, some more of the wildlife there, and then we came into Christmas. And we enjoyed our first Christmas in Canada. Picked out our own tree and cut it down, did me and James, and it got pride of place in the living room. Jessie found out what it was like to be a house cat because she hated going out in the snow. During the winter I also got into canning and preparing our own foods. We had our own meats and things like that. We did our own smoked meat on the smoker, and I started making an awful lot of bread because the bread out here is rubbish. I also got a dehydrator and dehydrated fruit so that would last longer. We did our own stocks in the pressure canner, and made plenty of bread. In the winter it was so cold my hair froze, and it also resulted in numerous times of me having to pull Tom out of ditches. Oh, and this is the day that Nan fell into the dugout and got freezing cold and thought she was a goner. We also cut all our own wood. And this is the machine that we use to cut all our own wood with. It's quite useful really. So we use a bobcat to bring the logs over, and then this saw drags it up for us and then splits it as well. And then we store it in the shed, all ready for winter. So in the spring, obviously we start carving, and we got a glimpse of our first bears. We also got to our first rodeo as well. There was bull riding, horse bronking, calf roping, all sorts of going on. We had a really good evening, watching all the cowboys on the horses and the bulls. Tom wasn't the only one that could get stuck, so could James, and spent time digging him out all the time. The skies out here are absolutely epic. Also in the spring, we started doing our own vegetable beds, which are now growing nicely. Spring also brought about a lot of wildfires, but they seem to have settled down now with the latest rain. Hope you've enjoyed this. Please like and subscribe for more.